Hey lovelies, it is Alisha Costanzo. Welcome back to my channel. You'll notice real fast, this is what I was wearing at the end of the video. And you're right, because I forgot to film an intro, as I am pretty prone to forgetting to do here lately. But what I'm doing in this vlog is a reading challenge. I had 3 books left at the end of 2019 that I wanted to finish before 2020, or before school started, essentially, which was Monday, the 13th. And so you're gonna watch me struggle to find time to read, because I think I read 4 books last year, if you don't count the ones that I edit, and I don't. So yeah, let's see how I do. Building new habits. Building new habits. It's my mantra for the year. Building new habits. Hey y'all. So I did end up finishing one of the 3 books I have left over from 2019 last night. It was Shiftless by, I'm looking at it on my computer since it's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, Amy Easterling, US Today bestselling author. I got the book for free and the voice was pretty good. I liked the story, I liked the romance, I liked the tension, I liked the arc, even it sometimes made me really mad, which is a good sign. My only issue with it was that the dialogue got lost in all the action. That's one of my reader pet peeves, which has become an editor's pet peeve, and there's nothing wrong with doing it this way. It's just that because I have slight dyslexic tendencies, I lose dialogue if it's mixed in with all of the action. So in my writing, I tend to have it at the front and the end of the paragraphs, and maybe action between once. Other than that, new paragraphs, because otherwise I can't follow along with it. Does that mean it made it a horrible story? No, it just was a little bit tougher for me to read through because of that stylistic choice, which is completely fine. Again, see, tough reader. I pick apart everything. I'm also not sure if she is a British or Canadian author, but there was a lot of missing commas too, like holy crap. And that's usually happens in Canadian and UK writers, because the comma Nazi that I am really only exists in America. We are very, very strict about our commas, and other English-speaking countries tend to not be so much, at least those two, which are the 2 that I have experience with. Maybe Australia too, I have a little bit of experience with Australian authors, but only a little bit. So, I noticed it was a wolf story about a woman who could not shift into her wolf because she ran away from home and she resisted it for so long. And of course, she comes to terms with that and then ends up connecting with her wolf because of another werewolf who was more wolf than person. It's a really interesting dynamic in shifters, because I like shifters. I write about them all the time. So, it made me look at her next book. I might get it. We'll see. After I'm going to read a few others first. It's typically the way that I do that. I have so many books that I need to read, and I really need to stop buying more, even if I like them. Authors. But she's on my list of authors to watch now, and a few series of hers that I'd like to look at, so I consider that a bonus. Anyways, I still have 100 and something pages in Half Bad to read, and I have about 200 pages in Scythe left to read, and I want to finish those the next week or 2 before I get into my actual 12 books for 2020. I'm not counting those. I kind of want to smash them into 2019 and be like, look, I actually finished something, even though it's already 2020. Don't question my logic. It works for me, getting me to read more. So, alright, that's what I got for right now. I'm trying to refuel the creative bits inside of me that I have pretty much squeezed all of them out as I start writing, or I've been writing my new book. So, alright. I'll be back to check in with you on how I do today in trying to get through Half Bad, since that's the least amount of pages. I'm gonna go work on that one next. So, whoop! Yeah. So I got only like 20 pages for this morning in Half Bad, so you guys can actually see the book that I'm reading, Sally Green, Half Bad. It's the first in a series. I'm trying to finish it up. I got a little over 100 pages left. I'm going to read a little bit more tonight, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow how I managed, especially since I should probably be reading in the morning before the boy goes to school. So, yes. Progress, even a little bit, makes me happy. So it's Monday night, and last night I got like a whole 10 pages read, maybe 15, not a whole lot. I went and I laid down on the floor and I stretched, and that took up most of my reading time. It was necessary though, because I went running the day before and I worked out the day before that, and my body's not that used to it anymore, so yeah. But you see I'm pretty far along. I think we're about 100 pages left, and I'm both excited and afraid for the ending of this story. Granted, it's a series, so I know certain things aren't going to happen, which I'm okay with knowing that much, but oh, sigh. One more book after this, then catch up and get on to my 2020 reading list. It sounds so weird since it's already 2020, but catching up my 2019 goals, the 3 books that I actually read a big chunk of last year. I want to finish them, so almost done with book 2. I'll let you know how I feel about all of them afterwards. And I'm on to go read in bed, so here's hoping I get another 25 pages before I fall asleep. Yay! Hey guys, so I didn't get any reading done last night or this morning. Maybe tonight though. I don't know. Shit happens sometimes. Adulthood, you know. I'm wondering how I feel about this new lighting background situation. Let me know what you think. You like my normal messy stuff? It will be clean soon. I hope. Too much of this stuff. I'm gonna go shopping now. My favorite thing to do in the entire world. Yay. Alright, I'll let you guys know how I do when I get back. Bye. Somehow, the grease in my hair is not quite as obvious as I thought it would be. Alright, good deal. Anyways, I did not get to record anything yesterday. I did read a whole bunch. I read it on my phone because smart old me forgot the book that I was reading and almost 30 pages left, half bad, at home when we went to the VA hospital yesterday. I had to take my husband into the emergency room because he's got something stuck down here that's going on, and it makes it hard for him to breathe, and his face partially numb and that kind of thing. So we were worried. We brought him to the hospital. They're like, here's some muscle relaxers and some ibuprofen. Make an appointment with your real doctor, which we don't have one at the moment for him. Changing stuff. So he's sleeping in there right now. But the point of all that was that I forgot my book at home while we were there from 8 until like 1:30. So I picked up one of my books on my phone because, well, I did remember to bring that with me. And by the way, I don't actually use this iPhone as my phone. My real phone is a Go phone. My husband has a flip phone. We don't really enjoy being tracked, so that's why we have regular phones. And plus, I don't want to be sucked into the iPhone when I'm not at home. I have my computer, I have an iPad, and I have an iPhone at home. I don't bring those things with me when I go out because most of the time, unless I know I'm going to be there for a while and I want something to do. But otherwise, I feel like it gets in the way of my life, so I just leave it. I leave it home most of the time. And mostly when I bring it, it's for recording videos. So there you go. My arm's getting tired. Alright. So I brought it. I had a book to read, which was really cool because I got like a third of the way through a book. And I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it, if I'm being honest. I've been able to predict everything that's been happening. There's been a lot of dialogue that doesn't really serve any purpose other than, hey, how are you? I'm good, how are you? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Dialogue should have a purpose, whether it's showing character, developing character, or pushing the plot along, creating tension, something. It should do something other than what we usually use it for in real life, which is small talk. And there's a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of cliches that I got from it. I'm gonna skim probably the rest of it just to see if I'm right or not, but the characters aren't making me give a shit about them, so it's really hard to fish through to see if I'm right. And yeah, that's sad, but I do plan on finishing Half Bad today. Yesterday just wasn't the day for that apparently, but I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get on to Scythe and finish that up, hopefully, before school starts, which is Monday. Currently I only have 2 classes. They called me for a high school class, and you don't want me in front of high school, in a high school. I have put, last semester I had 12 high school kids out of the 48 concurrent, because I teach college, but actually being at the high school and teaching, I swear, in class. I walk around barefoot. I show South Park, Futurama, Family Guy in class, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to go over well. But I might get another comp 2 anyways if the person in front of me, seniority-wise, doesn't want it. So we'll see what happens. I told her absolutely if he says no, I will take it, because I could use that extra money to pay for my cat's cremation and hospital bill. Yep. But hey, I can talk about him without bursting into tears now. That's a bonus, right? Progress in the grief, although I miss him every damn day. But yeah, there's my reading update and apparently life update with that. I don't know if y'all care, but I'm babbly because it's the morning and I've had coffee. So I'm gonna get back to work, or start work, or stop scrolling on YouTube. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Alright y'all, I finished Half Bad by Sally Green, and I was actually really happy with it. As we got towards the end, it was obvious there was going to be a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm alright with that. I write cliffhangers. Other than similar problems that I usually have with books, which is burying dialogue, not having commas, etc. Pretty sure she is British, though, as well. Let me see. Yep, Northwest England, so kind of expect that. But it was a good book. I really liked the character and his struggle between good and evil, because he's half bad, half black witch, half white witch, teenager, goes through a horrible treatment most of the time. So, got cut off there. But this kid has had horrible treatment most of his life, continuously brought into the council and badgered about his intelligence and which way he's going to lean, whether it's black or white. And the council is only made up of white witches, of course, and they pretty much are trying to eliminate the black ones and want to use him against his father in this whole thing. There's this cute little romance in there, and there's a lot of interesting characters. Some bits are a little bit slow, but they have a point, and so that doesn't really bother me at all. Pumpkin. 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 Are you chirpy? Are you lovable? Are you a lovable pumpkin? Are you in heat? Yeah. In heat, kitty. In heat, kitty. Oh, Billy. So you can tell she's in heat. She likes her butt rubbed. Pumpkin break. So, the breaks didn't bother me all that much because they were developmental points, and I understand why they were there. So, I had no qualms about the trajectory of the plot, the cliffhanger. The characters made me mad, which the characters that made me mad were the ones who were supposed to make me mad. So, she did a good job. I will be picking up book 2 at some point when I start buying books again. It's been a little while because I have so many. I have like 1,500 books, and I've read maybe 400 of them, so I have plenty to read without buying new books. But that's on my list for a sequel, for finishing a series, because I do like a series. I tend to like a series far more than I like just a one-off book. There's my review for that. I liked it. I would suggest reading it. And thank you to, I'm not going to say her name right at all, but Tian, somebody I know from Facebook who I've done brainstorming with and talked about publishing and all sorts of other things like that, suggested the book to me. So thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good book. And now I'm going to try to finish reading Scythe. I have a weekend before school starts. It's Friday. So see if I can get it done this weekend, because that's the goal. Alright, I gotta go write. So I got like 25 pages read last night. I got like 5 pages read today so far, so I'm gonna give the next half hour to reading this with Hunger Games on in the background, and we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna finish it all by tomorrow. But I have less than 200 pages left, because that's about where it was last time, I believe. So, yay for progress. I'll keep reading it. I have no idea what I'm going to read for my first book of 2020, so I've got a poll up on my Instagram right now. I don't know when I'm going to pick one by, but we'll see. I've got 4 books to choose from. Let me show you. Maybe you can help me pick. Blood Ring by Faith Hunter. The Black Tattoo by Sam, how do you say that? Enthavin. I don't know. I liked the cover. That's why I bought it. The Ghost Girl. This is by Tanya Hurley. And Shadow Falls After Dark. Reborn. CC Hunter. Got 2 hunters in there. So, we'll see which one's going to be my first read for 2020. I have no idea. Let's get through this first. Yes. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update before tonight. I actually think that I'm going to finish my reading challenge tonight. I read a big chunk last night because I was tired. I figured I'd read a little bit before I went to bed, and then I hit So my problem with getting through Scythe is the middle part was a bit much for me. It kept making me stop because I knew things were going to happen, which made me upset, and sometimes that puts a pause in my reading. So I was chunking through it, and then I hit that smooth part where the tension shifts and we pretty much tumble to the end of the book. And I had to stop myself from tumbling because when I went to lay down at 8, it ended up being 10, and I had to go to bed for school in the morning. So tonight, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish Scythe, and I'm pretty excited about the big reveal that just happened, and it makes me excited for the second book because I know it's a series. So there's your update. I have 60 or so pages maybe left, maybe less. I'm excited. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna go do stuff and then get to reading. Alright, bye. Hey guys, so as you saw in the last clip, I finished Scythe. I don't have the book in my hand because as soon as I was done, the boy got home, and so I sent it with him. He's like, I think I'm going to read this, and I highly suggest that he does, and that you do. It's a really good book. Like I mentioned earlier, I had trouble with the middle. I sometimes do. It's nothing the book's fault. It usually happens when life gets in the way at the part that's the midpoint and, the mud part, the slowest bits of the book, that are usually setting up tension. And it was around the time that the 2 main characters got separated that I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break and go do something else for a little while. And I did, and then I finished up the other 2 books that I had before this one. But as soon as I got back into this and I chunked away until the final bit, it just flew by. And I was really excited. I cried at the end. I was also really excited by the ending. So actually really happy to read the next book. I was anticipating that I might not be quite so happy given the predictable ending that is laid out for us. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to pick up the next one, especially when my stepson finishes reading it. I'm going to have book 2 not only available, but have already been read. So, yeah, I would probably give all 3 of these books 4 stars. Only because sometimes it's hard for me to read, and that's merely a stylistic thing that each one of them had both comma and varying dialogue issues, which makes it hard for me to read. So I liked all the characters, I liked all the plots, I liked the development, I liked the surprise. So yeah, good books. By the way, I did get my next book picked for me. If I can find it. Hi, Ashley.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Kitty butt. Kitty butt.
Cat break, as they usually have me take. This is a book that was chosen for me, and I'm going to challenge myself to read this month. We will see how that goes, because I have a lot of editing to do, a lot of writing to do. But it's Blood Ring, a rogue mage novel by Faith Hunter. It is part of a series, as you can tell. I like series. But my husband read the series, and he enjoyed it, and then I put up out of the 4 on my Instagram, and so this is the one that was chosen. It's the one I'm going to start tonight. So, alright guys, so let me know what books you're reading currently. Do you have any suggestions? I am a big paranormal, urban fantasy, horror. I like romance and erotica, but I usually like them not vanilla, plain. I like them mixed in with other genres, so I'm willing for sci-fi and thriller too. I'm not too big on contemporary or literary or poetry, but I will take suggestions in anyways. I like ones with sex and death. Those are my favorite kinds of books, sex and death. So if you can give me one of those 2 things or both of those things, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.